The number one way to gather more gratitude.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello there, and thank you for joining me today on the Hopefulist for your daily dose of inspiration and positivity. The quote of the day today is, "Be thankful for the little things, for they are the most important." I'm going to go on to tell you 10 signs you're doing well in life. Listen closely. You have a roof over your head. You ate today. You have a good heart. You wish good for others. You have clean water. Someone cares for you. You strive to be better. You have clean clothes. You have a dream. You are breathing. Again, things that we often don't take the time to be grateful for. And those are the most important things. Where would we be if we weren't breathing? Well, I believe we would be dead. So let's be grateful that we're not dead. I had some really, really good ideas for tree toppers. I wanted to know, what do you use as a tree topper? A few years back, I started using bows. I always used an angel. I think I always used an angel on my own tree. Growing up, we had a star, multicolored lit star. And then I think when I got my own tree, I switched to an angel. And then a couple of years ago, one of my coworkers talked me into using a bow, and I love it. I've used the same bow for the last number of years. I have a bow on the tree outside on the porch, and I have a starfish on my nautical tree, because what else would you put on top of a nautical tree but a starfish, which my sister purchased for me as a gift when we were vacationing in the Outer Banks. So I still thank her for that. It is gorgeous. So what do you put on top of your tree? Linda says a star. You have to go check out Linda's tree. I love her tree. It's simple and elegant. I love it. So, so pretty. And it's got the colors that I prefer as well. White and red. I do silver and red, throwing a little white here and there. Michelle says she puts a gold star on top. Andrew says angel. Corinne says an angel I got at a craft show years ago. Excuse me. Kim has an angel on top of hers. Now, Nikki, something I've never seen before, a crown. How awesome is that? You have to go check out the picture. Mary Ellen says an angel. We have to straighten her wings every year. Jennifer puts an Eagle Santa hat. I love it. It made me think maybe I should put my leopard print Santa hat on the tree outside. But you know what? I really like my bow on there. And I want to wear my Santa hat here and there. Mary says I use a crystal snowflake on the tree we have at home, and they actually go to the Outer Banks every year at Christmas time and do a tree there as well. So she uses a starfish for that tree. Diane says either a bow or a snowman head, and she posted a picture with the snowman head. That's really cool. Megan says, we used to use a snowman head with hat and now switched to this. It is a star, but it has lights that go out the top, so it illuminates the roof. Very, very cool. Eleanor says, I have an old angel which used to light up. I will replace it when I find something that is suitable. Yes, wait till after Christmas. The sales. Oh, I love the Christmas sales. Love the after Christmas sales. I just wait in anticipation of the 70% off at Target. And we'll start stalking them out. It's never the day after. The day after is 50%. Maybe 2 or 3 days later, they whip out that 70% off. So I'm going to be like a stalker just waiting for the 70% to go up. Today's blog post. Yes, the number one way to gather more gratitude. Remember the book Don't Sweat the Small Stuff? It talks about how to not let things get to you and ruin your day or your life. This is the same theory. Look at all the small things you take for granted every day and start being grateful for them. It's no small thing to have a home with heat and running water, plenty of food in the fridge, and lots of clothes to wear. Throw in the television, tablet, smartphone, car, and you are in bonus territory. We take so much of our lives for granted. There was a commercial around last Christmas of a man waking up in awe of the comfortable bed he was in, how the lights came on when he hit the switch, the hot water during his shower, the food at his breakfast table, and the car waiting for him outside to take him to work. If all that seems silly to you, then you are definitely taking too much for granted in your life. We have to be grateful for what we have before more comes to us. I know this to be true. Just the fact that we are living in a developed country puts us ahead of so many in the world. The fact that we live in the U.S. makes us even luckier. We are free. Despite the political climate right now, we are free to do as we please as long as it's legal. We have so much more than many other countries, and they would beg to have what we take for granted every single day. I remember when I was young, and my first car was one that was a hand-me-down from my mother. It was a bright yellow Ford Pinto. Oh, I was so jealous of all my friends who had cool cars. Man, I hated that car. I used to joke I could never had a problem finding that car in a parking lot. But I didn't always hate it. When I first got it, I was so grateful to have a car, any car that had wheels and could take me where I wanted to go. It didn't take long for me, though, to start taking it for granted. I very quickly started bashing my own car to others so they would know that I knew I did not have a cool car. Ah, youth. I could have still been begging people for rides. I could have been taking the bus. My crappy yellow car was better than all that. Are you in a position to buy gifts for all your loved ones this holiday season? You are so lucky to be able to do that. Truly, there are so many people going through such tough times. They can barely pay their rent or mortgage, let alone even think about gifts at Christmas. This is something we should be grateful for every single day. Whatever you have that you don't think is good enough, try going without it for a day or two. Or even just imagine having to go through the day without it. Listen, it's human nature to start to take things for granted. That's why it is so important to stop and be grateful for all that we have. When was the last time the power went out at your house for an extended period of time? We had a storm over the summer that had our power out for about 24 hours. Makes you realize how important it is and how much we truly need it. There was no air conditioning, or, if it's this time of year, we would have been without heat. There was no Wi-Fi, no lights. I can't tell you how many times I still hit the light switch going on into a room knowing the power was out, because I take it for granted that light switch is just going to bring the lights on. We had to worry if all the food in the fridge and freezer would still be good when the power came back on. It truly makes you realize how much we need electricity and how often we take it for granted. Take a look around you right now. What 5 things do you typically take for granted? Sitting here, I'm going to say my couch, my fluffy throw blanket, leopard print, of course, my television, my Kindle, and hot water for whenever I want to shower. What can you name right now? Just look around the room. Go ahead. Do it. I'll wait. Oh, it is Thursday, people. Make it a great one filled with gratitude. Now go out there and be badass. I'm here cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
I'm also grateful for my pen, my computer, the flowers here at the table. Oh, and the table too.